Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to my morning news report right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. Senator Sherrod Brown in New Hampshire and Senator Warren was in New Hampshire yesterday. First, let's talk about Senator Sherrod Brown's visit in New Hampshire. Ohio senator says he can beat Trump without composition. Progressive Bon Fields. If Senator Sherrod Brown of Ohio gets into the 2020 presidential race, he won't be the fleshiest and smoothest candidate. That's just fine with him. Last year, the lifelong progressive Democrat aired a television ad for his successful re-election bid that featured local media descriptions of him as rumpled, disheveled, and wrinkled. My wife is sort of besumed by it, Brown said in an interview Saturday evening. She says when he leaves the house, he looks okay. Brown, 66, has shown up at political events in his home state in a Cleveland Indians hoodie or a denim shirt. Despite the everyman look, he's an experienced politician. He's not a household name in New Hampshire, but he's a familiar figure on Capitol Hill, where he's been working for more than a quarter of a century. Elected to the Ohio House of Representatives in 1974 at the age of 22, Brown is also a former Secretary of State of his home state, winning the post at age 30. He was elected to U.S. House in 1992 and served 7 terms before being elected to the U.S. Senate in 2006. He won a 3rd term last year. Now, although he gives every indication that he's closely to become a presidential candidate, he said he is truly undecided and will not decide to or announce his plans until March. Brown was in New Hampshire on Friday night and Saturday on what he's calling a Dignity of Work listening tour, taking notes at roundtable discussions with local advocates and activists. As they did most of the talking, he was in Iowa, the state with the first caucus last weekend, and will soon head to the 2 other early voting states, South Carolina and Nevada. His stops in New Hampshire included discussions about paid family leave and other issues important to working people in Hampton, Berlin, Laconia, and Concord. On Saturday night, Brown keynoted the New Hampshire Young Democrats' annual Granite Slate Award event in Manchester. As he prepared to wrap up his visit, Brown sat with WMUR News 9. He said Granite Staters told him of the concerns about health care, particularly the cost of prescription drugs, the fairness of the tax system, and what he described as the added pressure on daycare facilities to take care of small kids who have seen their parents overdose, die, or be addicted. Did the visit nudge him closer to candidacy? I'm not being coy. I just don't know yet, he said. This is not something that I ever thought I'd do. This is still new enough to me. But don't mistake deliberativeness for a lack of interest or anything sort of me being all in if I run. What are the odds that he'll run? It'll really is pretty much 50-50, he said. Brown has been a consistently successful Democrat in the state, which, according to the Ohio Voter Project, has 1.9 million Republicans, 1.3 million Democrats, and 4.5 million unaffiliated voters. Last year, he was the only Democrat to win a statewide election in Ohio, a state President Donald Trump won 2 years earlier by 8 percentage points. If I run and I'm the nominee, I'd be a good position to beat Trump because no Republican has ever been elected without carrying Ohio, and only twice has the winner in Ohio not won presidency, Brown said. Now let's take a look at some other things they talked about. Medicare at 50 to 55. Tax plans. Brown versus greedy leaders. Call Trump racist. Progressive bond feeds. And now let's talk about Elizabeth Warren in New Hampshire last night. Warren makes stops in Dover after announcing candidacy for president. Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren made her bid for president official Saturday. Get ready because change is coming faster than you think, the senator said during her announcement. Warren announced her bid at the site of a historic labor strike led by women more than 100 years ago in Lawrence, Massachusetts. This is the fight of our lives, she said. The fight to build an America where dreams are possible, an American that works for everyone. Supporters stood in the cold to hear the Democrat speak and to catch a picture with her. Warren vowed to make a structural change to benefits working families. This is why I'm in it, she said. I'm in it for my family. I'm in it for your families. After making it official in Lawrence, Warren held an event in Dover. There she brought the same message and took questions from the audience. We dream big, we fight hard, and we make the change America needs, she said. That's how we're going to win. Warren made no mention of the controversy this week after she apologized for writing American Indian as her ethnicity on the Texas State Bar application. There was no opportunity for the media to ask her any questions. And this does it for my morning news report right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all enjoyed this morning news report, and have a great rest of your Sunday. I'll see you back here later on today for another news report. Goodbye, everyone.